What is up, YouTube? This is Carlos Talamantes, and I'm very sorry about the shaky video. We recorded a video beforehand, but it accidentally was recorded on the wrong setting. So now I'm going to do it in this separate way. First off, thank you for everybody who commented and sent me messages from my last updated video, my life update video. And so I appreciate you guys. You know, it's all love. Yeah. Just when life hits you with an emergency, you know, you just gotta do what you can to take care of your responsibilities. Yeah. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. I don't have my max already heroes anymore, but I did go to a tournament for the first time in a very long time today, and I went undefeated. My matchups were Punk, the Punk deck, round one. Then round two, I played against Cash Tira. Then round 3 and 4, I played against Branded Despia. And I feel like heroes are very, very strong this format. The engine, especially the way I'm playing it right now, has such an advantage because it can put up so much pressure, as well as follow up, and just be able to answer and put up specific boards that make it a lot, like, really difficult for these decks to deal with. I'm telling you right now, you know, this is definitely a sleeper deck of the format, and this is something that can very well win right now. I got 20 OTS packs. Like I said, I recorded a video beforehand, but it messed up. So this is what my pulls were. I didn't pull one ulti, but I got all the reds in the world, from Sprite Reds in the world, and the Rescue Ace HQ. Yeah, so kind of crappy, to be honest. Got 20 OTS packs, and I opened up 2 before the tournament, and I didn't pull anything from there either. But it's not about that. It's about going undefeated. And so let's just get into it. It's gonna be a weird, because I'm kind of balancing out the camera right now. So I'm just gonna go like this: 3 Stratos, 2 Mist, 1 Liquid, 3 Ferris. Then the rest of the Vision Hero lineup, 2 Vion, 1 Increase. Then you got your Destiny Hero package, your Denier, your Dark Angel, Plasma. And then the last 3, I played 3 Ash Blossom. So these were all the monsters that I played. And this was everything that I needed monster-wise. So I was testing with the Neos Wingman stuff. Obviously before the new fusion came out, but it's that's not what I decided to go with today. So you got the 3 hero lists. I miss my ultis. I miss my ulti everything. One of the most important cards of the deck, one of the best cards in the deck. If you want to know why, this is like, I had a discussion with a friend, and I told him, you know, a lot of the reasons why a lot of people don't like more than 1 Miracle Fusion is because they're stuck in the same mindset of back when, before Destroyer, Phoenix, Enforcer came out. This creates so many plays. It's so good because it's not once per turn, and you know, every turn, every game, you're summoning Stratos. That's literally all you need. Once you make the sunrise, you get further advantage, and you get the body for wake up and everything else. So this card is so good. I got nipped so many times and killed them that same turn. Then 3 Fusion Destinies. I played 2 Polymerizations. I can even see myself playing 3. I know that sounds crazy to some, but yes. I played 2 Mass Change. I don't really like this card. Obviously, you're going to play it regardless, but I feel personally like this is the best brick in the deck. And before you start going crazy, hear me out. This makes your good hands busted in a way because it gives you your full combo. But then it makes your brick hands a lot worse. There's so many other reasons to it, to be honest, but I want this card when I want it. You know, I don't need to open it up because I can always special I can always special miss with Wake Up and get it what I want. I have 2 because I played 2 Dark Law. And worst case scenario, I could set it with reset it with Wonder Driver. So Rhoda And I had a 40th card slot in my main deck, so I just threw in a Change of Heart. I was like, man, I want another going second card. Worst case scenario, I could fuse it off for whatever I take. So Change of Heart was that card for me today. Double Polymerization, Triple Miracle Fusion. Everybody was always tripping out. It's too much gas for them to handle. For the traps, I played 3 Emperor. And my last cards were favorite contacts. As I said, I've been testing out the Neos Wingman stuff, and I really like it a lot with the instant contacts. The cool thing about instant contact is that you can play it and you automatically have an elemental hero fusion for your wake up. So you use it as a link material, and then you get into the grave, with Wonder Driver and stuff, and you can follow up with the Miracle Fusion, etc., and all of it. But what I did with this today is I was recycling maliciousness. There was a time where I had to banish my increase, and then I favor contacted for dangerous, putting back my malicious and putting back my my increase into the deck, and then I full comboed from there. This was so good because oftentimes what I would do is if I couldn't get to a sunrise on my turn, I would make a sunrise on their turn. So I would make a board of Dystopia, Phoenix Enforcer, Dark Angel, and like a mass chain set or with hand traps or something, and I will set this. Then I would put back the Banished Malicious and a Stratos that I summoned. What that would do is I will special summon Sunrise on their turn in defense mode, so I can keep up my defenses so that way they can't crash the Dark Angel. Search a Miracle Fusion for follow-up, and now my Dystopia is boosted, so I have 2 quick effect pops on their Dark Angel, with an additional pop for battle. So that's how I did it for that, and this card was so good. This made my good hands broken because it was a 3rd line of disruption that they didn't even see coming. Automatically, my Dystopia would come out, burn, and have a quick effect pop. So that was really good. Now going down to my extra deck, I played 2 Cross Crusader, Wonder Driver, the best card in the extra deck, hands down. It does so much. It bridges everything. 2 Dark Law. I played 2 Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. And I'll explain that my thoughts on it in a moment. 2 Sunrise, Shining, Ab-Zero. 2 Phoenix Enforcer, Dystopia, and Dangerous. So I go into these every turn 1. If I don't know what my opponent is playing, game 1, I'm always, if I win the die roll, I'm going Dark Angel, DPE, Sunrise, Dystopia, with another interruption. It could be Dark Law, it could be whatever, or it could be a floater. So I have 2 ways to pop my wake up if need be. I have a Dark Law in combination with this and a Dark Angel. It makes it very difficult with 2 quick effect pops, disruptions, and like an Ash Blossom or an Imperm for any deck to deal with. So this I only have in here. The reason why it's in here is because when you're going through your combo and you're drawing cards, sometimes you have 2 Fusion Destinies. Now, you want to use one on him, of course, but instead of discarding off a Liquid Soldier, you hold it in your hand. So you follow it up with Fusion Destinies for the second turn after they kill your board, and then you send either the Plasma or the Dark Angel, whatever you did not open up with, in your Shadow Mist, search your Stratos, and then you have Cross Crusader right there, so you can bring back your DPE and go off. So those are different things to look at right now. I got nibbed a couple of times today. I just made this, follow up with DPE, and then this became like 6,000, like 59, 6,000, or 61, and then I attacked like 3 times and just killed him through a nib. And he put his nib in attack mode, so I ended up burning him for that too. So that was really good. Let's see. These are all the fusions that you need. If you notice, there's no Escalade down here. I don't like it anymore. There's one time where I was thinking about going into a dark fusion today, but you didn't need it. It didn't need it. So, side deck, I had the perfect days. I got it in the mail, but honestly, I don't really like it. You already play around everything else, and the cards that you side anyways, you they kind of serve the same purpose. And honestly, this does lose to some of the same things that your main deck would already lose to. If your DPE, your Dark Law, your Plasma, Dark Ruler No More is coming back in popularity, and this loses to Dark Ruler No More. So I might swap it up with something else because you want different ways to interact with your opponent. So this is cool. I thought I'd try it out, but I never wanted it, so I never set it in. There's ways that I could have used it, obviously, because at some point I do have to go first, but I wanted everything else over this card. Yes, it's an Omni Negate, but the way I play it, I always have multiple Miracle Fusions in my hand for the follow-up and other fusion cards and other maliciouses, and so I don't want to discard additional cards, for its effect, even though it's an Omni Negate. But you never know. Maybe it could stay in here if I have space. I have about 6 or 7 cards in here that could be very well something else that, because there's a lot in here I didn't like. I don't have everything that I need yet, but yeah. So 3 Lightning Storms, 3 Book of Eclipse. I do not like this card anymore because majority of people are going the Macrocosmos Sky for cash and, protecting it with like Lance and stuff. They're not really locking your zones, and if they do lock your zones, they're gonna lock the spells and trap card zones, not the monsters, so that way you can't interact with them. I had extra space, so I put in a D-Force for going first against random decks. Feather Duster, and so this is one of the cards that I was talking about. I've been studying this card for a very, very long time. I used to have ultis of it, but this covers so much. Having a different layer of interaction makes a world of difference because this can't be Dark Ruler No More. Has a versatility. For example, if you summon a Luber, or if Branded Fusion, it just does so much, and it can't be stopped like that with like opening Imperm. Then the last 3 cards, 3D Barrier. It was cool. I cited it in a couple of times, but I didn't get to use it. I already won before that. Every time I had this, I had Dark Angel, and I kind of did the same thing because Dark Angel against Cash, they can't special summon, and it negates their spells, so kind of did the same thing. Branded Despia, Dark Angel did the same thing. So yeah, this was just that extra insurance. I had one game where I had Sunrise, Dystopia, DPE, Dark Law, with Dark Angel on their side, with the set Imperm and set Dimensional Barrier and a Miracle Fusion in hand. So it was pretty much over, in a live Malicious Engrave. So it was really cool. This is what I have. I'm going to be changing the Book of Eclipses. I'm going to be changing the Perfect Ace, and I'm going to be changing the D-Force. Those are all going to be different things. I might be looking back at Regeki. But yeah, guys, these were my pulls. I did not pull one ulti, but I got every Sprite Red in the world. Yeah, and so heroes are very, very good right now. A lot of decks can't handle the gas, and it's not all just gas. It's gas if you want it to be. There's ways to play conservative. You just feel for the tempo, and yeah, I just like this deck a lot. I know it's a little bit longer video, but I hope you guys enjoy. This deck is definitely going to be a lot different next time around. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. God bless.